Hello, hope everyone is doing great. My name is Paola. I'm a yoga teacher in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and today we have a vinyasa class. It is all levels, so feel free to grab your mat and maybe some blocks. And let's begin. So today I like to start with a little bit of pranayama, some breath work. So come to the front of the mat into Sukhasana, easy pose. And gently roll the shoulders back, lengthen the spine, crown of the head to the sky. Relaxing the hands on top of the knees, or you can pick a mudra of your choice. Close your eyes. And begin by taking deep inhales and long exhales through the nose. Bringing your awareness inwards, connecting to your breath and just feeling present. Putting a pause into your daily life, knowing that everything is going to be there by the time you're done with your practice. But for right now, for the time being, just be present. Be here on your mat. Connecting your breath with your emotions, with your feelings, with your movements. You can practice retention, so at the top of your inhalation, hold your breath and stay full. So do it at your own pace, and then at the bottom of the exhalation, pause and stay empty. And notice the difference in your body. How does the body feel when the body is full of prana, full of breath? And how does the body feel when the body is empty? Begin by letting go of anything that does not serve you any longer. And just allow that space to create, to welcome anything you want to see, you want to manifest in your life. Getting rid of the old and bringing the new, the positive, the energy to help you feel happy, to help you feel complete. Bring your hands together to Anjali Mudra prayer, taking your prayer to your third eye. And take a moment in here to set an intention for your practice. Keeping the eyes closed, take the arms all the way up to the sky, lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, slowly start taking the arms all the way around. And when your fingers touch the mat, gently open your eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drop to the right. Maybe come down to the forearm, lengthening the left side of the body, keeping the sit bones on the mat. Look up, or if that bothers your neck, look down. Inhale, take your right arm up. Exhale, drop to the left. Maybe the forearm. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, bring the hands to the knees. How's everyone doing so far? So we're gonna do some Sufi circles to warm up the spine. So start making circles. You can engage the shoulders if that feels good. Connecting breath and movement. Come back to center, and I go around the opposite way. One more. Come back to your midline. And now take your legs all the way to the front of the mat. Moving the flesh out of the way, preparing for your Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So in here, if you have strap, belt, or a towel, you can always place your prop in the middle of your feet. So we'll be sitting somewhere in here. And then grab the ends, and with a flat back, start folding forward. Remember, it's always better to come halfway instead of round in the spine. So even if you just come down here, that's fine. Another variation here is to bend the knees, taking the chest a little closer to your thighs. You can also grab the big toes with your index and your middle finger and just stay here. So wherever you are, remember, you are where you are, and that's totally okay. Enjoy the journey. So inhale, exhale, slowly start folding forward. Keep your straight back. Feel the stretch on the back side of the body. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can always place a block or maybe you place 2 blocks. Stay here for one more breath. And then slowly start coming back to seated. So I like to start warming up the core, engaging the core. So we're gonna play with L shape. So L shape, you can do with the blocks or without the blocks. So I'm gonna show you first without the blocks. We're gonna spread all 10 fingers, and we're gonna take our hands by our thighs, I will say about 3 inches above the knees. So we're gonna push the mat away, engage the core, and lift up the legs. So take a deep breath in here, inhale, exhale, press the mat away, come up. Breathe in here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come down. If you couldn't pick up your feet or your legs off the mat, you can grab your blocks and do the same thing. So make sure that your blocks are about 3 or 4 inches above the knees. Take your hands by the sides, roll the shoulders back, lengthen the spine, engage your core, inhale, exhale, come up. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come down. And if you don't have any blocks, remember you can always use books or anything you can just lift up yourself a little bit higher. So now rock yourself back, come into your tabletop, stacking the shoulders on top of the wrist and your hips on top of the knees. Bring the knees a little closer together, and now take your right leg up. We're gonna bring the right knee to the right tricep,
So take a deep breath in. Exhale, take the right knee to the right tricep or right shoulder. Kick it back. Come back down or come back to your tricep. Kick it back. Tricep, back, tricep, back, tricep, back, tricep, back. Two more. Tricep, back, tricep, back, tricep, back. Bend the knee. With the left hand, grab the foot, kick up. Release, bring it down, left side. Knees a little closer together. Sweep your left leg up. Engage your core and your glutes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, bend the knee, and grab your foot. Release, bring it down. Tuck your toes and push yourself into your downward facing dog. And we're gonna start coming high on the toes. Getting into the hamstrings, pushing the mat away, sending the hips all the way back and up, shaking the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. Bring both heels back to the mat. Look up and walk all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. You can grab opposite elbows, maybe rock side to side, or find stillness. And begin by shifting your weight forward into the toes instead of your heels. Just hanging heavy in here. Relaxing the shoulders, the neck, the head. Releasing any tension on your lower back. And this is one of those poses where you're better off, once again, to keep a straight back instead of rounding the spine. So you can always bend the knees, take the chest a little closer to your thighs, and maybe grab opposite elbows or take your hands to the mat. And if you're here, that's fine. So now take your hands to the mat. Another way I like to start engaging the core before we start flowing is doing some, oh my God, I forgot the name of it. Oh God, whatever, I forgot the name. But anyways, we take the head to the mat about 6 inches away from the left foot, or you can take fire hydrant. Oh my God, that was a hard one to think about today. I'm sorry. So either we take the hand to the mat or we take our hand to a block. With our index on our middle finger, we grab the big toe of the right foot. We spread all 5 fingers. We start shifting the weight into the left leg, engage the core, inhale, and on the exhale, start taking the right leg all the way up to the sky. Avoid sinking into the left hip. And just breathing here. And then slowly we start taking the right leg back. Release. Other side, right hand is about 5 or 6 inches away from the right foot. Grab your left big toe. Inhale. Exhale, take the left leg up. And then slowly start coming back down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, root to rise. Take the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart, Samastiti. Step to the front of the mat. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Keep it flat back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, jump or walk, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up the upward cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath in here. Bring your feet a little closer together if they're not there yet. Inhale, sweep your right leg all the way up to the sky. Come high on the toes of the left foot. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose or knee to left tricep. Kick it all the way up. And step your right leg through. And we're coming into a warrior two. So remember your alignment. Your front heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. When you bend your front knee, make sure that your front knee is stuck on top of the right heel. Flip your right hand, reach forward, and then reach back. Keep reaching back. Opening the right side of the body. Maybe take the left arm around the back to grab your right inner thigh. You can come high on the toes of the right foot. Come back into your warrior two. Extend the side angle. Stay or play. Maybe you take a half a bind. Maybe you take a full bind. Interlacing both hands behind the back. Rolling the left shoulder back. You can play with your bird of paradise. Stepping the left leg to the front of the mat. Engage your core. And then come up. When you come up, roll the left shoulder back. Stay here or start straining in the right leg. If you're done playing, come back into your extended side angle. Start straining in the right leg. Take your left arm up. Trikonasana triangle pose. Look at the left fingertips. Take your left hand to the mat. Walk both hands and feet toward the left side of the mat. Look up on the inhale, and on the exhale, slowly start folding forward for your wide-legged forward fold. You can take your hands to the mat. You can grab the big toes. You can grab the legs, inviting the chest a little closer to your thighs. And just keep pressing on the outer edge of your feet, keeping your inner thighs engaged. One more breath in here. Come up halfway. And now we're gonna walk both hands and feet towards the front of the mat, framing the right leg, bend the left knee. and come all the way up. Crescent lunge. Reach the arms forward, lift up your hips. Take your hands to the mat. Come high on the toes of the left foot. Push the mat away. Sweep your right leg all the way up to the sky and take your three-legged vinyasa, regular vinyasa or no vinyasa. And we all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg all the way up. Come high on the toes of the right foot. Exhale, knee to nose or knee to left tricep. Inhale, come up. Exhale, knee to nose or knee to left tricep. Right tricep. Kick it all the way up. Bring the left knee towards the nose one more time. Step it through. Warrior two. Remember your alignment. Make your stand wider. Reverse your warrior. Any variation is welcome. Come back into your warrior two. Extended side angle. Stay or play, yogi's choice. We meet back on extended side angle. Start straining in the leg. Right arm reaches up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Look at the right fingertips. One more breath in here. Right hand goes to the mat. And a pivot both feet towards the right side of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Another variation you can take in here is your hammock. So lift the hips where they are and just walk the hands forward, taking your arms by the sides and start taking the forehead to the mat. This one feels really good on your lower back, especially for those of you who are seated at a desk for long hours. It releases a lot of tension on the lower back. Just make sure that when you walk your hands forward, you don't walk the hips with you. Just lift your hips all the way up and walk the hands as far as you can. And then walk the hands back to center. And we're gonna walk both hands towards the front of the mat, framing the left leg. We're gonna bend the left knee and we're gonna sweep the arms up. Take the hands to the mat, framing the left leg. Sweep your left leg all the way up to the sky and take your vinyasa. And we all meet in downward facing dog for 2 breaths. So look up, jump, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, jump or walk, chaturanga. Inhale, up the cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reconnect to your inner self, your inner strength. Inhale, take your right leg all the way up. Come high on the toes of the left foot. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Push the mat away, engage your core, shift the weight forward. Stacking the shoulders on top of the wrist. Getting strong in here. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your right leg through. And we're gonna come into a crescent lunge, framing the right leg and come all the way up. Reach the arms forward and take the hands to the inside of the right foot. Walk the right foot out, coming into a lizard lunge. Stay high or come down to your forearms. You can come into the outer edge of the right foot. You can take the right shoulder under the right knee, airplane arms. You can take your ekapada. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. And now take the left knee and toes to the mat. Stay high or come down to your forearms. Rocking side to side if that feels good. Opening the right hip. You can take the right hand to the right knee, coming onto your left forearm or left hand, and just look up. Gently opening the right hip. Stay or bend the left knee, grabbing the foot. Taking the foot a little closer to your glutes. Release. Square the hips. Come up high. And now walk your right foot in. Coming into your sleeping pigeon. So, I always like to remind you that if your hips are tight, it's better for you to walk your right foot a little closer to your groins. Make sure that your hips are square, so your hips should be facing forward. Your left leg should be in one straight line from the left hip to your left toes. You can always place a block under the hips and sit up tall, or maybe a blanket or a pillow. If your hips are more open, walk the right leg forward so the shin should be parallel to the front or the top of the mat. So stand up tall in here or sit up tall in here. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly start walking the hands forward. Pressing evenly both hips to the mat, maybe melting the chest to the mat or the forehead.
And this is a moment I always like to practice gratitude. It's a time to meditate. You can stay here, you can thread the needle by taking the left arm under the right arm, taking the right arm around the back, maybe grabbing the toes off the right foot. You can also bend the left knee here. Once again, grab the foot. So remember, everything is optional. Do what feels good. Do you. This is your practice. And you do what makes you happy. Nobody's telling you what to do. I'm just here to guide you through the poses, through the asanas. You modify as you need to. You take as many child's poses as you want to. As many breaks as your body's asking you to take. And whenever you're ready, come up. Now swing the left leg forward over the right leg, taking the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Make sure that you're not sitting on top of the right foot. Sweep the arms all the way up, keep the sit bones on the mat, and on the exhale, take the right elbow towards the left knee. Gaze over the left shoulder, left hand behind the back as it kicks in, and take a twist for your Mayandrasana. So we're massaging internal organs and detoxing the body. Maybe twisting a little bit deeper on the next exhale. Release, counter pose to the other side, both hands right ear to the mat. Push yourself up. And now take both hands to the front of the mat. Push yourself up however you can and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, root to rise, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart, Samastitihi. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump or walk, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up to Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, sweep your left leg all the way up. Come high in the toes of the right foot. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, sweep the left leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose one more time. Step your left leg through. Crescent lunge, come up. High on the right toes, or take the right knee and toes to the mat if you need to modify. Reach the arms forward, lift up your hips. Take your hands to the inside of the left foot, walk the left foot out. Stay high for a couple of breaths for your lizard lunge. Or you can take the left shoulder under the left knee, airplane arms. You can take your Ekapada Kundinasana. Any variations, welcome. And if there's any other pose you'd like to practice in here, feel free to do so. Now take the right knee and toes to the mat. Stay higher, come down to your forearms. You can come You can take your left foot to the outer edge and just rock side to side. And just breathing here. Remember, always connecting breath and movement. That's what vinyasa is all about. Our breath is always going to help us find our physical balance, emotional balance, and it's also going to help us go deeper into the poses. That's why it's always so important to go deeper on your exhales. So now coming to the right forearm or your right hand, and take your left hand to the left knee, pushing the left knee out. You can bend the right knee, grab the foot. Come back into your hands if you're not there yet. Square your hips and start walking the left leg in. Coming into your sleeping pigeon. Modify as you need to. Sit up tall in here. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly start walking the hands forward. Melting the chest to your mat. Maybe taking your forehead, your third eye. Pressing the hips down on the mat. And just taking this moment to just feel grateful. Thanking your body for everything it does for you on a daily basis. Just being patient with your body. I remember 6.5 years ago when I started doing yoga, I couldn't do anything and I was just really frustrated. And one day I decided to have no expectations, not judgment, and then just surrender on every pose. And it's incredible once we change our mindset, how the body starts opening. And I always tell people, I started yoga at 41, I'm 47 and a half. So if I started yoga at 41 and I've been able to achieve some goals that I never thought were gonna be possible, I know some of you are probably in your 20s or 30s. Believe me, it is possible. So just have the right mindset, believe in yourself, and just do the daily work. If you want to open the shoulders, take the right arm under the left arm. Take the left arm around the back. Maybe find the toes of the left foot. Release. Come all the way up. Swing your right leg all the way over the left leg. Grounding the right foot on the left side of the mat. Make sure that your sit bones are flat on the mat. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Take the left elbow to the right knee. Right arm goes behind the back. Mayandrasana. Twist in a little bit deeper on the next exhale. Gaze over the right shoulder, maybe the wall behind you. Release, counter pose. Come back up. Take your hands to the front of the mat. Push yourself up. Inhale, lengthen, look up halfway.
Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, take the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Now bend the knees and we're gonna come flat on the mat. And we're gonna do some floor stretches. Bring the knees to the chest, giving yourself a hug, rocking side to side if that feels good. Bring your feet to the mat. We're gonna come into our bridge pose. So push through the heels. Make sure that you're squeezing your legs together. You can place a block in between your legs and then push yourself up, sending the hips all the way up. Engage your glutes. Maybe come high on your toes, sending the hips a little bit higher. You can walk the shoulders in, maybe taking the bind. Can release the bind, bring the heels back to the mat, and then bring yourself down. So you have the option to either do another bridge, or if you want to do a full wheel, let's practice it together. Take your hands over your shoulders, fingers facing down. Make sure that your elbows are not flared to the side, so your elbows are facing back. We're gonna push through the heels, through our hands, and we're gonna send the hips all the way up. Breathing here. And when you're ready, slowly start coming down. And come flat on the mat. So we have our closing asanas. Your fish pose, your shoulders in, maybe a plow, ear pressure. Today I'm gonna take plow. So just be mindful of the spine, always taking your hands to your lower back. And whenever you're ready, make sure to take your hands back to your lower back and then come down one vertebra at a time. Bring the knees back to your chest. Give yourself one last hug, rocking side to side. Take the arms by the sides and gently drop both knees towards the right side. Looking over the left shoulder, keeping the left shoulder on the mat for a gentle twist. Option to stay or start straining in the left leg, grab the foot. Send the right leg down. Grab the right foot with the left hand. For a deeper twist, a deeper stretch. Come back to center. And now take both legs all the way towards the left side. Gaze over the right shoulder. Start straightening the right leg. Maybe grab the left foot. Come back to your midline. And now send your legs all the way up to the sky. For your legs up the wall. And if you have a wall nearby, feel free to take your legs all the way up to the wall. Maybe take the arms up too. And if you prefer, close your eyes. If you have a block, you can place the block under the hips. And they just feel so much better. This is a great way to send fresh blood back to your hips. It calms the mind, the body, helps people who suffer from mild depression. It's an incredible, relaxing pose. And just surrendering here. Free your mind from any thoughts. Allowing the body to start coming back to the natural breath. To start slowing down. One more breath in here. Bring the knees to the chest. And now take both legs to the front of the mat. Preparing for your final Shavasana. Windshield your feet, mat width apart. Letting the armpits breathe, arms by the sides. Allowing the whole body to relax in here from head to toes. Scanning the body and releasing any tension if there's any at this point. Relax your feet, your legs, your glutes, back, arms, chest, shoulders. So stay in your Shavasana for as long as you want. I just want to remind you one last time that you are beautiful and perfect the way you are. You're strong, you're fearless, you're brave, you're worthy, you are enough, you are unstoppable. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day wherever you are. Namaste.